Hello everybody, and welcome. I am the Beta Plan, and this is Crusader Kings 3 with the Fallen Eagle mod installed. And as you can see by the current situation, I have let time skip by a little bit, because, come on, this is just a really small little war. Although they are about to land quite a few men upon my shores. Now I've noticed that the AI is a little bit pretty sentient, pretty omnipresent. Omnipotent? No, that definitely not. The one where they actually know things are gonna happen before they know it, because despite the fact that they're here on water, if I put up an army here, they're just gonna immediately go, ah no, and retreat. It is a thing that is logical, because hey, that's what the same advantage you have as a player, so I'm not really against it. It is just a little bit like, they really shouldn't have this knowledge, but alright. But, we're having this little war, and I didn't really want to do much about it. You have had an illegitimate son, which allows me to imprison you. That is quite funny. That is quite funny. How am I going to make use of this, and can I make use of this? Oh no, in the Londian War for this claim on the High Chiefdom of Dubinia. Is that the heir of the heir? Yes, it is the heir of the heir, and he has a claim on it. And he is handsomely winning that war. So can't really do anything about that. What's my use for having him imprisoned? Negotiate your release. We'll gain a weak hook. And you will not accept that. Well then, I'm gonna... Well, it's not a lot of money, but I will just ransom you then for 52. I lost my entire train of thought to that. What was I saying? Yeah, they know that if I raise an army here, they're gonna get trashed, so that's why they will stop. So that's this time I'm waiting on for them to come on land, but it wasn't a big war issue or anything that we're going to lose, so I thought I'm not gonna let this all happen for you. Let's do mental break. Let's do wash our hands. Let's get some resistance against illnesses. Apparently I lost a council position. Alright. I'm gonna put you in there. And we're gonna fight that as we also start sieging lands of Saxonia over here. We should be just fine. We have a few too many sieges over here. I'm gonna split this army in two to prevent, as I call it, a super attrition. Of course, that's not really the name. Having said that, there have been more people that played games and gave names to things that happened in the game, and they were eventually adopted by the game company. But for instance, in Spelunky, that's a totally different game than I play, but I do know it happened there with Michael A.L. Fox giving the dog in that thing a name, and eventually it was adopted by the maker. But I don't think Paradox will ever do that for me, because, well, I actually tried to contact Paradox, but I didn't even get a reply. Oh well, I am a small channel. I'm not gonna cause that to change the way I feel about this game or my dedication to this channel and to you, my watchers, because as the making of this video, it is 2 weeks away of my wedding, but it also is, as I have been able to check now, the day, this video will be out when I'm already married, but I also will be away on my, I wouldn't want to call it my honeymoon, because we do tend to go on a faraway trip, but not right now, because, well, there's still some things like the disease going on around that, certainly, my own country isn't doing as hot as some other Western nations, so people from my country aren't always welcome in other nations, for instance. And there's the war. This is why I didn't want to bother you too much with it. So in order to go where we want to go, we're just waiting a wee little bit on how things will develop. You hold power over about everything. You are Ireland, basically, but there you go. It's yours. I will grant that to you. Sacrifice, found a new empire. No, if I had done, by the way, if you want to have a tip, if I had founded a new empire while holding these titles, all of it will become de jure part of our empire. All of this of Germania, all of this would immediately become part of the empire that we would create. So that would be also a tactic to make sure that our empire doesn't fall apart. But, it wouldn't make Britannia go away and into Pigland. That is just a roleplay thing. It's not the smart thing to do what I'm doing here. It is just a hardy har thing that I'm doing. Develop capital. And I can call a hunt. You know what? I'm willing to do this. Develop capital. While immediately calling a hunt and not having problems with the stress. Oh, excellent. Excellent. There we go, because the capital is developing quite nicely now. Pans ends here with me. 30% chance I die. He gets a weak hook on me. No. Oh, I gained the trade wounded. While I hope to be living quite long after all, I would love to live long enough that all of this area will become part of Pigland. Why am I not losing this trade? Sometimes you meet... Oh, because we don't have a court physician. I thought we had one. That is unfortunate. Sometimes when you get hurt in a hunt like this and you have a court physician, they immediately fix you. Patrick seems fine. Patrick, heal me up. Ooh. Diligent. Yes. Brave and diligent. This is the heir of the heir, by the way. Quite excellent. Quite excellent. What I've also have considered, by the way, because we now have so many kings, we gain quite a bit of additional splendor. And I think we can... Don't do that. Sure, you can pay for your daughter, I think that is. I may just disinherit these sons that gain these kingdoms. Will help us with holding on to the kingdom titles, and being able to have alliances because they won't have claims, and just moving our dynasty towards the dynasty of any crowns issue. Oh yeah, this has happened, by the way. Londinian has fought for his heir's claim on this duchy. This duchy has gained yet another new lord, but this time it is of our dynasty. So, of course, I'm gonna be like, meh, sure. What happened? Yeah, sure, I'm not even taking care of that, actually, personally, so, nah. But there you go, you've got your spouse. We're getting different genes into the family. Hopefully it will work out. You were a genius, but didn't gain anything from your mother. No, wait, you have a different mother. You concubined, and your concubine gave you first your women. Yeah, that's not smart. It just isn't, I'm sorry. There you go. Getting people that need to be on the council happier. How are we doing culture-wise? We're doing excellent. Culture's even spreading a wee little bit over here. That's wonderful. We've made this Pictish, and I'm now moving up into this area to make her land Pictish, just to give the Pictish people a little bit more power. Of course, with the Core Room DLC, I would have loved to make Pictish Roman, because that would be just the reverse of Romano-Gallic and Romano-Briton over here. But yeah, the mod is poised to strike already when the new DLC comes out for all those not divergent, convergent cultures, because that's what this is, I believe. And so yeah, I think the mod is quite set up for the next line already without needing to do so. This is just funny. Oh, they're now independent. Oh, they're gonna lose that territory in a heartbeat, but still. And by the way, yes, the Empire. This part of Italy has now become part of the Eastern Roman Empire. Makes it a little bit like the Byzantine Empire borders in vanilla CK3. Of course, the Byzantine Empire is no different from the Eastern Roman Empire. Cannot go unpunished. That is kind of funny. I could revoke this from her. I would gain the land of the Kingdom of the Man of Isle, but I don't think that gives me an advantage in any other way. So I'm just gonna ransom her. Not that I really need it, because money-wise, we're doing fine. And because I find raiding a rather... how shall I put this? Boring? Or no, tedious. That's the word I was looking for. Tedious. I don't really want to get into it. Did it just... Oh no, I thought it was flipped from 2 days to 4 years, but no, that's not what happened. What happened was that it went to another one. So let me just conquer your tiny little person and take care of you. Could I not seek treatment for my wounds, maybe? Is there a decision for that? I can work up some stress. I will do that. And yes, I gained Atlantic, which is helping me as well, so I'm pretty hopeful that I can live long. I just hope I get rid of the wound. Because then we can incorporate all that juicy land into our own realm. That is more, no, 9 days. I don't need to. There you go. You lost a trade wounded. Excellent. But yeah, we gained Atlantic along the way because my wife had it, and I had a chance to jog with her, and then we both got it, which is amazing, of course. Means that we'll live longer. Living longer is all the better, and there you go, you're captured. I know you have, like, relatively no money. I will... Oh, I can just concubine her. Why would I do that? I'm just gonna say... Enforce... would I concubine her now? Negotiate your release. Recruit and demand conversion. That she won't accept. If I concubine you now... Oh, and there's no longer a prestige coupled to it. There used to be, but no longer. Yeah, well, enforce the demands. Bring it down. There is Ansbach. Ansbach is part of... the duchy that you're supposed to hold, so I'm going to grant you that title as well. And not only that, I'm giving you quite a substantial amount of land. Because this all belongs to this kingdom title. And I will grant you that title. Yes, I'm aware that he becomes independent. But there it is. 3 independent kingdoms away from Frisia. And we now have 708 renown. And I believe it's 225 to disinherit these guys. I don't like that I still have to do this. But it keeps the rest of my realm apart. Sorry, not apart. Exactly the other way around. It will keep it together. So what I've decided to do is... I'm going to disinherit all these sons. Because they still demand other kingdoms. Now, I haven't tested it that if I die, that it all will not go away, but I can't really test that in a sense. I just hope that that it all works out. He is Pictish at least. Pictish, that is Pictish Almanac, so no, but everything else worked out beautifully. And I like to have these additional kingdoms because I tend to be very bad at getting a dynasty of many crowns. Oh, that's the trade notes. It's one that I get very rarely. And actually because of all these small little kingdoms that are located over here, I feel like we have a chance on this one. Get Cimbria, well, the early day Norway, Norway? Yeah, sure. It's the north of the Wii. I don't know. Fule over here. I don't know. That's a little larger, but we're gonna see what we can do to get the Dynasty of Many Crowns. Because, of course, I don't want to give them anything of the lands that are appropriately part of Roman kingdoms. But anything else, I don't mind. Though Italia and Honoria is quite big going up in here, but we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. And we have the probably very soon the splendor for it, and we will have the prestige to do it and still invade a kingdom against you, because I haven't forgotten all your daring attacks and what have you. Not sure, I don't know why, but I'll release that dude. Yeah, I think we're gonna... I'm just really afraid that they're gonna mess with the realm that we have. This realm. Because that is fine by me to form into one giant kingdom. Succession is at the council? No, at this area. Succession. Yeah. 5 titles will be lost, supposedly, and I am not okay with that. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna do it. Disinheriting you. Disinheriting you. And I'm disinheriting you. There we go, and with that, those 3 disinheritance. Mind you, they did get kingdoms, so I find it a little bit odd to call it disinheritance. We should now have succession. Voila, everything else goes to the first son. You guys got yourself a kingdom. I did not just disinherit them without reason. They have their kingdoms, but they have way smaller kingdoms. That is very annoying. Consumption, or I just did it in time, basically, because I could have just died there. Consumption is no joke. Alright. So then the question becomes, are we going to declare war upon you? To invade the kingdom of Hispania, of course, because, hey, it's bigger than a freaking thing. And, I have allies. You don't. My allies are all these kingdoms. The strength of my country does not lie with my allies. I could still do this basically on my own. And I think I may just want to go for that. Yeah, let's teach the Roman Empire that it is not okay to mess with the Picts. We're gonna invade. Raise all here. This is going to be a lengthy war, and certainly where I started it within this let's play. This episode definitely means that well, this is not going to be finished in this episode. Let me put it that way. You're gonna go via water, because I specifically want to avoid having to pay or having attrition happen to us. And these onagers, they need to immediately take effect. Actually, oh no, that's not part of the kingdom. That's gonna be the weird province in between. But hopefully, it might go independent, just like these guys became independent. If the realm is too far away from the main realm, it sometimes is that the AI goes like, I'm just gonna give you independence. Which in this case, I am all for. So these are the ways I'm gonna split my army. Now, mind you, I would not be surprised if we get attacked by a northern army apparently in between as well. Will you stop invading me constantly? You don't have the manpower anymore. You really ought to stop doing this. And I actually beaten you back already before. But it wasn't for my own country, so I understand why it is happening. Don't get me wrong, but I do find it annoying. And then they are once again going like, hey, we don't have the manpower at all, but you know what? We thought an invasion might be fun. And I'm gonna go like, really? Massive boost for disease resistance. Iron Constitution, only countering penalties, and now I feel fine. Thank you. Shetland Islands are under siege. I am going to go there. I don't know how much I like it. It will cost a lot of money. And there is a chance that this will cost us the war with the Romans, but I also don't want to have to constantly think back, oh yeah, there are people in my backlands trying to murder my ass. So we're not gonna do that. Oh, there we go. First area to fall. 7% in all favor. There we go. And we can ransom these because we've realized that all the lands that we siege down immediately become ours, so we don't need to have favors on those people. We need favors on things that we don't land. There we go. Fight them off. This should work out well. There is a army coming in. Shoot. Yeah, this is exactly what I feared. The Northern army is just not in the right place at the right time. I'm gonna lose this battle. That is a given. Generous or patient? Well, he's gonna forego for diplomacy, so let's just do this. Let's make him generous. And let's go here and support this army. This army is dead. Just plain old dead. There's nothing else for it. But we can have an army here that is a decent enough size to do something about any troop movement that way. Holy Order expense, that's unfortunate. And that is after I've already hired them. Come on, I need these troops back, thank you. Oh, we just killed the freaking chief himself. And then this is his heir? No, this is somebody that supported him. No, Alt-Clute. Wait, that's my territory. Yep. This guy died in this battle. Okay, well, we're gonna pull these guys back. At least we've beaten these guys back. That's already done. So this battle cost me 4%. That's not so bad. That is not so bad. And we now are getting a sizable army here that we can definitely start moving into this territory. And it's a good thing that I'm going to start killing people, because they are moving in with an army of theirs. If I could select you, thank you. I don't know yet exactly where I need to go. How does the AI consider... Ooh, we catch out a part of their troops. Not all of them. She can lose 10 opinion and I gain a loyalty hook on this guy. Saves a life today. And that's actually a decent commander because he makes troops move faster. And there we have a battle that is gonna go our way. Are those my 11,000 men? Those are my 11,000 troops. Alright, what we're gonna do first is split them up. That may sound counterintuitive, but I first want them to have some supplies before we start rocking them into, or throwing them into battle. That's probably a better expression to use. The fact that they're de-sieging some of the stuff that I sieged is not gonna be a big problem. Why? Just like they are sieging it quite quickly back because there are almost no defenders, the same will hold true for us. And in the end, we're not gonna win this war if we do not press their armies away. So right now I'm like, yeah, let's not waste troops on that. This battle is won. Oh, this is an interesting turn of events. Because that we're definitely gonna move in on. To make sure that we beat another army. Of theirs. No, I always take the more development, the less development is just not worth it in my opinion. Boom. We got those. Unite the army. to have 22,000 people. I need the best commander that we have. So not the 25, but the 32 is definitely a lot higher. And we're gonna butt some heads over here. I don't know what we're facing. We're facing 9,000 at the moment. Alright, well. Cold War. I will definitely accept. That's my son having some trouble with some vassals beneath him, so we'll definitely accept that. That is already done. We're gonna go into meat grind these guys out. I'm a little annoyed that that seemed to give so little war score, but I'm just gonna have to... Hold on. I think, yeah, there were 2 armies over here, and one was very sneaky going behind us. We don't need to make that movement anymore. They seem to be defeated there already as well. So that is excellent. We're gonna go move back in. Yeah, this war... Oh, nice! I don't need to do anything there. He already defeated him. Excellent. That's excellent. Wonderful. There we go. Beat this guy up. 61% in our favor. And with still strong armies to boot. Hold on. We will leave the onagers here with some levy. You guys will continue and you will try and re-siege this. Using a military engineer. There we go. He will gain either 2 learning or... And he gains... Sorry, hold on. Renowned physician, even better. I think I'd rather have a better physician than I want to have in general 2 learning. But, I mean, the renowned physician is a thing that he can get also by practice and time. But this is interesting. They just put it into the meat grinder and they are dying left and right. 73% in our favor. There's not even much more war score to be had from doing battles. But this one is definitely a war where we won't take a lot of land directly for ourselves. We have too much war score already in our favor, and holy heck, we might actually be able to do this episode still. Didn't think that would be possible, but I guess the battles have gone so much in our way that we're doing well enough in this war. The Romans are weaker than we thought, guys. Oh, okay. Weaker than I thought. Okay, it wasn't you. I'm sorry. I apologize. Shouldn't have said that, but alright. Let's go. Siege down more. More sieges started, please. I don't know why, but I prefer to have you go this way. Something in me something within me, the strategist, if you will, says that that is the better movement. Though it probably isn't, because we won't suffer attrition taking that route, but... Alright, and then you guys simply need to split up between a few armies. Hold on, I need to first have all the other armies move out, because... Thank you. So that we don't suffer too much attrition and can still support a army to fight the Romans wherever they should think to strike back. Oh, and there we noticed already. Hold on. There is already Roman counter-offensive, I want to say. So we're gonna have to go over here and take care of that. Oh, it's 100%. am I going to take that? You know what? For the sake of this episode, yes. Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, and it's New Pigland. I'm gonna go off camera. I've got a lot of people to talk to about their religious practice and what have you not. But don't you worry. Because they are evil, I just realized I can just revoke stuff. I'm gonna get a huge rebellion in here. That's gonna be the next episode. I'm first gonna take the lands of these small counts, who are more likely to say yes, simply because they don't have the power to oppose me, but that might not even be true. 40%. I'm gonna go with the smaller ones first, before I handle the big guys. I am awaiting response in another matter. Okay. But I will come back to you guys pretty freaking soon. And probably handling the big war against all the vassals that we've just gained over here. And telling them, no, this is not your land. I say thank you for watching, and remember, great peril yields great beauty.